Good morning. In the last class, we have seen the Carnot cycle and the Carnot engine, and we have calculated the efficiency, or we have derived the equation for the efficiency of a Carnot engine. And Carnot engine is an ideal engine having maximum possible efficiency. Or we can state Carnot theorem, we can prove Carnot's theorem. So we can state the Carnot's theorem first. And it states that no heat engines operating between two given reservoirs can be more efficient than a Carnot engine operating between the same two reservoirs. That means no heat engines operating between two given reservoirs can be more efficient. This is a negative statement, and it states that Carnot engine operating between two reservoirs is more efficient than any engines operating between the same two reservoirs. And in effect, Carnot engine is having more efficiency as compared to other engines which are working between the same two reservoirs. So we can prove the Carnot theorem as follows. Let us consider a reversible engine represented by R, that is a Carnot engine, and an irreversible engine represented by I, both working in between the same two reservoirs. So we are considering two engines. One is a reversible engine and other is an irreversible engine. So we have the properties here for Carnot engine and irreversible engine. Carnot engine absorbs QH quantity of heat from the high temperature reservoir. At the same time, irreversible engine absorbs Q dash H from the high temperature reservoir. And it performs a work W, and this irreversible engine also performs the same work W. Let us consider like that the two engine having an output W. These two performs the same work W to the surroundings. So it rejects QH minus W to the low temperature reservoir, and it rejects Q dash H minus W to the low temperature reservoir, because it is extracted QH from the high temperature reservoir. So QH minus W will be rejected to the low temperature reservoir. Here it is extracted Q dash H quantity of heat from the high temperature reservoir. So it rejects Q dash H minus W to the low temperature reservoir. The remaining quantity of work will be transferred to the low temperature reservoir in both cases. So the efficiency of the Carnot engine here, eta R is equal to work output by heat input, that is W by QH. Here work output by heat input is W by Q dash H, because it absorbs Q dash H quantity of heat. So these are the properties of two engines. These two are working in between the same two reservoirs. So first we have to consider our statement is the efficiency of Carnot engine is more than any given engine working between the same two reservoirs. So now we are considering some statement that is against the Carnot's theorem. That is, Carnot's theorem states that Carnot engine working between two reservoirs is more efficient than any engine working between the same two reservoirs. So here we are assuming that the efficiency of Carnot engine is less than the efficiency of an irreversible engine. So we are considering a statement contradictory to the Carnot's theorem, that is eta I, efficiency I or efficiency of an irreversible engine is greater than the efficiency of the Carnot engine. Let us assume that the efficiency of engine I is greater than the efficiency of the Carnot engine. So what is the efficiency of I? That is W by Q dash H is greater than W by QH. Then what is the denominator? Here the denominator is more than this denominator. So we can write QH is greater than Q dash H. Because the numerator is same. So if this quantity should be greater than, this quantity is greater than this quantity. So this denominator should be less than this denominator. So QH is greater than, or Q dash H is less than QH. So now we are considering a Carnot refrigerator which is working with the help of the irreversible engine. So since Carnot engine is a reversible engine, or Carnot engine working in a reversible process, this Carnot engine can be easily converted into a Carnot refrigerator. We have only thing, we have to reverse the cycle. Since it is a reversible engine, we can reverse the cycle here. Then it can be act as a refrigerator. So we are considering now considering a Carnot refrigerator now, that is represented by R, by the letter R. So this engine, this irreversible engine, or using the work delivered by the irreversible engine, is used by the Carnot engine to extract some quantity of heat from the low temperature reservoir and transfer this heat to the high temperature reservoir. So consider engine I drives the engine R backward as a Carnot refrigerator. So the the work given by the Carnot engine, or the irreversible engine, is W. The irreversible engine extracts Q dash H quantity from the high temperature reservoir, and it delivers some W quantity of work to the surroundings, and the remaining amount and the remaining amount of energy, that is Q dash H minus W, is delivered to the low temperature reservoir. Here it is a Carnot refrigerator. So it is taking the work, or using the work delivered by the irreversible engine, and it extracts some QH minus W quantity of heat from the low temperature reservoir, and it is giving, or it delivers, or it rejects QH quantity of heat to the high temperature reservoir. So the total should be this, here QH minus W is equal to QL. So instead of QL, we are writing QH minus W. So it takes some QL quantity, that is QH minus W quantity, from the low temperature reservoir with the help of the work, and it rejects some QH quantity to the high temperature reservoir. So then what is we can consider these two together as a self-contained machine. That is, the work done by the irreversible engine is utilized by the refrigerator. So these two work together, and we can consider it as we can consider these two together as a self-contained machine. So the engine and the refrigerator coupled together in a self-contained machine, and the work needed to drive the refrigerator is supplied by the engine I. So what is the net heat extracted from the low temperature reservoir? Here the heat extracted is QH minus W. The low temperature reservoir is getting Q dash H minus W amount of energy. So the net heat extracted is this quantity minus this quantity. That is QH minus W minus Q dash H minus W. That is QH minus W is taken from the low temperature reservoir. So it is rejected to the low temperature reservoir. So the net heat extracted is QH minus W minus Q dash H minus W. That is QH minus W minus Q dash H minus W, then which is equal to QH minus Q dash H. So this W will be cancelled, and you will get QH minus Q dash H, which is a positive quantity, since we have already taken eta I eta I is greater than eta r. Then we got QH is greater than Q dash H. So here this will be a positive quantity since QH is greater than Q dash H. Next we have to consider the net heat delivered to the, this is the net heat extracted from the low temperature reservoir. So next we have to consider the net heat given to the high temperature reservoir. What is the net heat given to the high temperature reservoir? The high temperature reservoir get QH quantity of heat, or some Q dash H quantity of heat is taken from the high temperature reservoir. So the net heat given to the high temperature reservoir is QH minus Q dash H. So the net heat delivered to the high temperature reservoir is QH minus Q dash H. Then what is the matter here? The net heat extracted from the low temperature reservoir is QH minus Q dash H, and the net heat delivered to the high temperature reservoir is also QH minus Q dash H. And the effect of the self-contained machine is to transfer QH minus Q dash H quantity of heat from the low temperature reservoir to the high temperature reservoir without work being done by the surroundings. If work is there, then the net heat delivered to the high temperature reservoir will be QH minus Q dash H plus some quantity of work. But here the net result is, the net effect is, because the heat extracted is QH minus Q dash H, the heat delivered is QH minus Q dash H. If this heat is extracted from the low temperature reservoir with the help of an external work, then this work plus this heat should be transferred to the high temperature reservoir. But here nothing like that is happened. The effect is only if the machine, the self-contained machine transfer this much quantity QH minus Q dash H quantity of heat from the low temperature reservoir to the high temperature reservoir without work is being done by the surroundings. That it violates the second law of thermodynamics, that is the second law of statement of second law for the refrigerator, that is the Clausius statement. It violates the Clausius statement of second law of thermodynamics. Why we are getting a false thing here? Because we have taken in the beginning that eta I is greater than eta r, and according to this suggestion or this assumption, we got this statement or this net effect like this. So we can say that our assumption that eta I is greater than eta r is false. Since this is false, since our assumption is false, we are getting a false thing here, that is the violation here. So we have to say that our assumption that eta I is greater than eta r is false, and the Carnot theorem is proved. What is Carnot theorem? Carnot theorem states that eta r should be greater than eta I. So we have assumed here that eta I is greater than eta r. So because of this assumption, we got we got the result that is violating the second law of thermodynamics. So we have to say that our assumption is false. That is, the assumption is eta I is greater than eta r is false. Then the real thing is eta r should be greater than eta I. That is the Carnot's theorem. So we can write either this is greater, eta I is greater than eta r is false. So we can write either eta I is less than or equal to eta r. This both, there is a possibility of these two. Either this should be equal to, only the false thing is eta I is greater than eta r. So we can say that eta I is equal to or eta I is less than eta r. That is, the efficiency of the Carnot engine is either greater or equal to the efficiency of any other engine working between the same two reservoirs. That is, it never less than that of the irreversible engine or any other engine working between the same two reservoirs. So the Carnot's theorem here, the statement of Carnot theorem uh, is this one, that the output is the Carnot engine is the more efficient one than any other engine working between the same two reservoirs. So we have the proof here. So at first we are considering two engines and we are considering this much quantities. So since Carnot engine is a reversible engine, we can treat it as a or we can taken it as a Carnot refrigerator. The work here delivered by the irreversible engine is used by this Carnot refrigerator to extract some quantity of heat from the low temperature reservoir and deliver some quantity to the high temperature reservoir. We assumed some false thing, assumed some contradictory thing, that is eta I is greater than eta R, and we have proved that our assumption is false since our assumption violates the second law of thermodynamics. So it is a false assumption. So the real thing is eta I is either equal to or less than that of eta R, that is the efficiency of an irreversible engine or any engine working between two reservoirs is either equal to or less than the efficiency of a Carnot engine working between the same two reservoirs. That is the Carnot theorem can be proved in this way. The statement is no heat engines operating between two given reservoirs can be more efficient than a Carnot engine operating between the same two reservoirs. So we can stop here. Thank you.